Man, once again, I need to shave. This is even too long for me. It's like sometimes I come in here, I turn on the camera, and I don't realize like how bad my stubble is until I turn on the camera. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to shave. What's up, guys? Anyway, Danny Gallows, of course. Welcome back to another vlog, of course. It's Wednesday today, beautiful summer day outside, although thankfully it's not as hot. It's just, yeah, it's maybe around like 75 degrees or so, even 70 degrees, so it's just beautiful outside right now. Just got off my last day of work for this week, so I will have tomorrow off. And I think I'm going to try to get out and do something tomorrow, but I'm not sure. It's rent time, you know, and you guys know out there who live paycheck to paycheck like me, you know, around rent time is like, you know, I don't have any extra money, so I don't think I'm going to be going outside to do anything for at least the next couple of days, unfortunately. Got some movies that I want to go see. Definitely going to do one this Friday for my other channel, my movie review channel, of course. But today, guys, you know what I was, this actually wasn't something that I was thinking about at work today. It was something that happened when I came home. I was, you know, looking for like my notebook and my pen and stuff like that in my closet, and I noticed that I had some just some old stuff from like childhood and stuff that I had brought out a couple months ago to look at, and I'd never looked at it. And so I went inside this box, and inside this box was my old stack of Pogs. I don't know if you guys remember, if you guys or any of you guys out there are old enough to remember Pogs, but they were a huge fad in the 90s. Really kind of simple, stupid idea. You just have basically these round cardboard chips, and then these things called slammers, and you would stack your friends, some of your, I don't even really remember how it works. It was like you stack some of your friends' chips that they had collected over time, and you stack some of your chips that you had collected over time, and you put them together in a pile, and then you have these unique slammers. Each one of them was unique, and then you slam them down on the pile, and maybe like whichever ones were face down or face up somebody could keep or something like that. I don't remember, but it was really cool, and I was really into it. Me and my friends were really into it. I just remember like going to the store every weekend trying to get like a new slammer or a new stack of Pogs or something like that. But yeah, I found my old black case. I kept them in here, this like little black cylindrical case here, and I figured that I'd open them up because it's been a while. It's been a long time since I've seen them. And kind of just go through them with you, because they're just, you know, it's such a blast of nostalgia, you know, I mean, it really is. So yeah, I guess we're starting off with the slammers here. I have the slammers on top. Well, let me show you guys a basic one first here. They're like this. They're just hard pieces of plastic, just in case you guys don't know. But here's my my yin and yang, and my 8-ball slammer, so just thin pieces of plastic like that, you know. And then you'd have all kinds of varieties here. Like then you have a little bit thicker. That's a little bit thicker piece of plastic. That's from Poison, which is a very popular Pog set, one of the most popular ones. And then you have these two finger indents in the back there. See that? You put your fingers in there like that, you know, it's meant to, I guess it's meant to give a grip or something like that, and then you slam it down on the stack of Pogs. And then you have stuff like this, and I remember the day I bought this. This is the coolest slammer that I have here, which is the Scorpion slammer. You guys can see there's a little I think it's like a little bark scorpion or something in there. They encased in basically just like this purple piece of plastic, and you use this as a slammer. You know, stack them up and you slam this down. I remember like this was the coolest slammer on the block. Like I had the coolest one, and this cost me $10. I remember at the store, and back in the 90s, $10 was no joke. If you had $10 and you were a kid in the 90s, like that was your allowance for the week. That might have been even your allowance for 2 weeks. So it's like I just blew all of that money, you know, and on this right here. I remember going into the store. It was a little temporary store they had just set up to exclusively sell Pogs and collectibles like baseball cards and stuff like that. And then of course they went out of business like a year later or so. And never saw them again. And then you have really cool Pogs, and unfortunately some of these are made out of bronze, so unfortunately these have greened over time, or at least I think it's bronze that greens. But you have these, which are just these, like I said, these metal coins. These are thick. I mean, these are heavy. These have weight to them. They're like pirate treasure, like real gold coins, you know. And yeah, so that one's a dragon design. You guys can see there's a little dragon design on there. And then this one is a T-Rex coin, a gold, or bronze, I should say, T-Rex coin. And again, you know, like these are real coins, like they're like heavy coins. And then moving on to the actual Pogs. You know, I was doing some research earlier, and apparently, today, especially today, there are some collectible Pogs out there. I didn't know that. I didn't know Pogs were collector's items, but some of them are. Some of them are actually really rare. And unfortunately, of course, I don't have any super rare ones, or at least I don't think I do. Here's a Star Wars one, Senator Palpatine. I think I got that maybe in like food or something like that. It doesn't even look like a Pog. It's like too small. Maybe it's not a Pog. I don't know. Then you have Poison. Like I said, was one of the most popular companies. So you have stuff like that, and they're just like I said, they're just little cardboard chips with designs on them, and you just stack them up. So yeah, you have that one. Then you got like this, like these, little shiny, just little pieces of cardboard, an angry toad, Bart Simskull from a random California company. You have, then you get stuff like this, like the Black Widow spider. Beware the Black Widow spider. Again, like, 90s motifs, like Black Widow spiders and poison and skulls and dragons and dinosaurs, stuff like that. Yeah, some cool yin and yang designs there. Yeah, some more poison, the ghost faces, I remember these really well. And then of course the 8-balls. And again, these all came basically with the slammers. Like you'd get in a stack of 8-ball Pogs like these. Like these, all three of these here are 8-ball Pogs. You get like a stack of like 5 or 10 of these or something like that, and then you get the 8-ball slammer along with it. And it looks like this one was the 8-ball and the yin and yang. Came with the 8-ball and yin and yang slammer that I have, and then of course you have the Black Widow spider and all the poison Pogs in there, which of course came with the poison slammer. This one right here, yeah, that one. Remember that one right there? So this one would come with all the poison Pogs, and yeah, I mean, it is such a nostalgia trip to me just to hold these in my hands and just be like feeling them again. I remember that some of the Pogs had really odd, the slammers, they're made out of that like strange plastic material. I don't know what it was, but they had like bizarre smells to them. And it's just so cool. I mean, I remember, like I said, it's like I remember standing in the store buying this slammer right here with all the money that I had for the week, and it's just funny, like you get to thinking about like fads and stuff, how even today fads are still going on, but it's just the new thing. It's just whatever is next, whatever the new fad is supposed to be, and maybe those will create collector items some days, just like these. But mainly for me, it's just nostalgia, because it brings you back to childhood. It brings you back to that time where something as simple as these were just, that was your life. It's like there was nothing else besides fun going on in your life. All you did was ride bikes and run around and play and play video games and have sleepovers and eat pizzas and play Pogs. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was such a simple life back then. And I love just, going back into the time capsule, here and there from time to time and looking at these because it is just, yeah, it brings up the memories. It's such a treat. And who knows, maybe Pogs will come back someday. Maybe we'll invent something else like this, but yeah, the 90s had all kinds of cool stuff like that, didn't they? I mean, really, when you think about it, the coolest fads ever came out of the 90s, because you had all kinds of cool stuff. Nickelodeon. That was the Nickelodeon era. Are You Afraid of the Dark? All my favorite TV shows that I used to watch back then. And then you had all the cool games. Like Crossfire. You guys remember Crossfire? The board game Crossfire. And then of course you had your fads like Pogs, like stuff like this. The 90s just had the coolest stuff, and it's like, where did all that stuff go? Like, where'd all that cool stuff go? Why don't we do that more these days? These days, it's so corporate and just plastic and fake and cheap, and nobody really cares or puts any passion into like toy making. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, this kind of stuff, right? This is imaginative toy making. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't really see this stuff anymore. It's mostly just like you know, just like uncreative, unimaginative, kind of bland kid stuff. You know, it's just like the next thing without any thought being put into it. Kind of stuff like this. This has thought put into it. You know, and I wanna. It'd be cool to see something like this back again someday. And like I said, maybe Pogs themselves will make a return, but I really doubt it. I don't think they're coming back. I think it's just a cool little trip into nostalgia there. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know I certainly did. Just kind of taking a look at these real quick again. I'm certainly probably going to do it later tonight again. And you know, maybe do some more research, see if I can find some Pog communities out there or something like that. And of course, you know, if you guys are familiar with these, if you guys remember these, leave all of your thoughts and opinions down below in the Great White Void. Let's get the conversation going. I want to hear from you guys because I think it would just be awesome to just, you know, take a little trip down nostalgia lane with Pogs, see if any of you guys can connect with that, and maybe even connect with some people myself. So yeah, leave all your thoughts down below, guys. And as always, until next we meet, take care, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next vlog. Later.